This episode is brought to you by Honda. Introducing the all-new, all-terrain Honda Passport Trail Sport, the most off-road capable Honda Passport Honda has ever dreamt up. The Passport features increased ground clearance, roof rails on all trims, and available specially developed all-terrain tires. And you'll stay comfortable with tri-zone climate control and available features like heated and ventilated front seats and a panoramic moonroof. Learn more at honda.com/passport.
Hello and welcome to Lifetime Uncorked, the podcast where we discuss your favorite made-for-TV movies. Whether you love to hate watch or hate yourself for loving them, pour up a glass of your favorite cocktail and join us. I am your host, Patrick Serrano, and my guests today are...
I am Drew Current.
I'm Natalie Moretti.
Yeah, you are.
You're so cute. I'm Natalie Moretti.
Natalie, the Moretti kind.
Yeah.
I'm Natalie of House Moretti.
Well, because we know a lot of Natalies, so it is confusing.
Yeah.
It is.
And I always just say, like, Natalie, like, when I'm talking about you, but then
Yeah.
I'm like...
It could
I
be.
feel like I should specify which one, but it's implied that I'm talking about you.
Could be a handful of people.
Yeah. I mean, but we're more a dynamic duo on this podcast.
Yeah, you should know.
Yeah. You've been on
Guest
every
Natalie?
season, so
Yeah.
you know, you're famous.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. Before we jump in, I want to remind everyone to this is my business at the top of the show that I'm doing at the top of the show, but I forgot the last few episodes we recorded. But now we're a business, so everyone get your business suits on.
I have one on.
I
oh my
have one
God.
on now. I have a tie now.
Rich Hansen is calling me again.
Who is that?
It's Rich.
Oh.
Rich, I'm recording my podcast. Stop calling me.
Oh my God. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Oh my God. You
Back-
should always have your plug that your business you're about to do with, oh my God.
He's the
Okay, bye.
only person who calls me when we're recording.
How much does he call you otherwise?
Never.
But Rich has been on.
He has.
He's been on.
Bless.
Back to business. So, for the holidays, I want to have 100 reviews on Apple Podcasts by the holidays, which is like
Soon.
Christmas.
Oh.
So, yeah. I mean, I don't really have a date on this, but 100 for holidays is a good catchphrase. So, that's all I want. 100 for the holidays. Give your Christmas giving to the podcast. Let other people know. Rate and review us. Write a emoji Apple Podcast thing, and let's get to 100. I'm not greedy. I'm not a Grinch. I don't want like 1,000,
No.
but I just want
100.
100. That
I
sounds
think
fair.
100 is easy.
So if you haven't rated and reviewed us, please do that. It really does help us get the word out and help people find us who we are. And also, it's just like, you know, maybe we'll have a contest and you'll get like a cool mug. I'll like give away a mug for Christmas.
Ooh.
Good idea.
Yeah, if you write the best review where I'm very skinny and
Yeah.
amazing, and
Yeah, yeah.
that's all I care about. And you love Drew, and bring back Natalie.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, something like that.
Ooh.
Yeah, something like that.
Competition.
Yes.
And it should make them feel good in the holiday season. It's like a giving thing
Yeah, it's
to
a
do.
giving
That's my
thing.
gift.
And it's real
from you
easy to
guys.
do.
It's so easy.
Is the main.
I know.
So fucking easy to
I'm
do.
not asking you for money. I just
Yeah.
want to review.
Not at all.
Once you start going, you're like, I have so much to say.
This is
Right.
a free podcast.
Yeah.
It's great.
For you listeners out
And-
there.
It's like the least you could do in the holiday times. You know?
I agree 100%.
Yes.
100
I get
reviews,
it, I get it.
100.
100. Yeah, 100 for holidays. 100 for holidays. Got it. Okay, well, Drew, if I forget to do that at the top of the next show, remind me.
Okay, I'll remind you.
Okay. He'll forget.
I don't know.
Okay.
forget.
So today we are talking. We don't need to like do the part where we talk about if you like Hallmark or whatever, because
I do.
We know.
Confirmed.
We know already. You were
Yeah.
here last year for engaging Father Christmas. Only fitting that you're back for marrying Father Christmas.
They got engaged, and now they're
And
gonna
now they're
marry
getting married.
each
That's
other.
Same
right.
people.
The wedding. Our best friends Miranda and Ian are back. We love Miranda and Ian.
We
Yes.
forgot, some of us, I forgot how much I love them.
I know. Well, we forgot a lot of things.
Yeah.
So, Drew, we watched this together, of course, because we watched the last one together. It
Yeah.
was amazing.
It feels right.
But what happened was we got a recap last year. So the
The first like 3 minutes of the movie last year were the recap of the previous movie.
one. Okay.
So we were
So we were-
expecting a recap.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen.
Oh.
We were like, we don't need to recap to each other.
Right.
It's about to happen.
So we paused it. and because they would just jumped right in. And we're like, oh, no.
Okay, we better review.
Let's review. So we sat down. Sarah Reed was there, my roommate, and her parents were
We
there.
were very lucky
Yeah,
that we had her
Shelley
mother
Reed-
there.
Shelley Reed was there, and she was like, well, recap it for me because I don't remember. So Natalie and I started recapping.
We tried.
And we didn't remember anything, but then Shelley was like, yes.
She knew.
The mother died in a Christmas Carol thing? Yeah, I knew that. Oh, she was stalked by someone? Yes. By
She
a
knew
mystery
lots
man?
of little things that
She
we had
knew
messed
all
up.
the details.
Yeah.
And we were like, she should be on this podcast.
Yeah.
Shelley for president. Okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Shelley should be on the podcast.
Shelley should be if she knows her Hallmark shit.
What's funny was we were talking about Chester is the town that she's from. We were talking about the town, and she was like, well, my name should be Shelley Chester. Okay? The protagonist in this movie is named Miranda Chester.
Yeah.
Which we had forgotten. So we had a long conversation about that as a last name.
So lots of cosmic things happening at the beginning.
Synchronicity.
This is the Hallmark cinematic universe.
And it's Hallmark movies and mysteries, so we were already getting into that mystery vibe, trying to solve the mystery.
Totally.
We were Nancy Drewing it up right at the top.
Yes.
Before we start, Drew, I must say this movie stars. You'll remember these names: Erin Krakow, Niall Matter, and Wendie Malick. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We've been saying their names wrong the whole time.
Not Wendie Malick.
I not Wendie Malick because she's actually
Famous.
Right. Yeah.
But I brought a clip today. I'm gonna. This is unusual. I don't usually do this. I'm gonna play the trailer for the movie
Ooh, good.
for you to watch, and also hear how we butchered these people's names, but we pronounce them how they should be said.
Yeah. And
So
you must know that we were shocked.
So right now the way
We were shocked.
Right now the way we're pronouncing Erin Krakow
And Niall Matter.
Wrong.
and Niall Matter
You're wrong.
Wrong.
is incorrect.
You're wrong.
You're
Okay.
wrong.
You're a fucking idiot.
Okay.
You're wrong.
I am.
Here we are. Here's the preview.
Everything good in my life has come out of Christmas.
We have our girl back for another Christmas.
Third time's the charm.
Nothing is going to spoil this for us. I promise.
You look absolutely breathtaking.
I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Erin Krakow, Wendie Malick, and Niall Matter.
Together,
Nope.
there's absolutely nothing we can't.
Nope.
You make me
No.
feel this with love.
Mary
It's like
You know
a
what?
joke because the letters.
Nope. I'm
Right?
No, I'm gonna say no. Fuck that. We're saying them correctly.
I know.
Hallmark is saying them wrong.
I have a feeling if they were here, Aaron and Niall, they
Yeah,
would agree.
Anytime I've seen
should ask
Krakow, it's Krakow.
Yes.
And there's
I mean,
a
there's
a
1K.
city right in fucking Russia, and it's even Russians call it Krakow
Sounds
Right.
right.
or not.
Our
Russian.
minds were
Matter,
blown.
He has
And
2 T's.
There's
Yeah.
2 T's. It's not Mater. There's no way it's Mater. It's
Insane.
Matter. It's Matter. Fuck.
How would
you.
they have
That's
two
wrong.
stars who have names that look one way and would be pronounced another way?
and they put them together.
Uh-huh.
That's bull.
I don't know.
I think we're right.
that was the most shocking thing of last night's movie. So
Yeah, we went back.
we did.
Were like,
we rewound it.
We
and
gotta
we're like,
see it.
Whoa. So okay.
No.
Now.
They're wrong.
There was another instance where we had to roll the tape.
Oh, yeah, guys, we are taking Marrying Father Christmas extremely serious. So if
We
you
really
are
are.
here and you're just a casual fan of Marrying Father Christmas,
You thought it was
get
okay.
out.
Yeah,
get out
please get
now.
Yeah. I mean, I have
We got
pages
lots of
of
thoughts.
notes.
Lots of thoughts.
Like, how many pages is this?
I mean,
front and
look.
back, like 6.
Lots happened. Okay, let's jump right in. So Miranda is at work. She
In
works
Boston,
in
Miss
Boston.
Business.
She works. She's a business
job is
lady.
ridiculous.
She's business.
She decorates offices, Drew. That's her job. If you forgot.
So, like,
I
there's a
did.
montage
Thank
with,
you
like,
for writing.
clipboards.
Yeah,
And pointing
she's
at
like
Garland.
organizing Post-its and whatever. Yes. So she's.
Oh, by the way, when you say if you forgot, I did.
Oh, okay.
So anything
Well, that was her job last year,
anything
too.
about the previous
Krakow.
movie,
Drew,
I forgot.
I expect you to remember these things. We don't recap them for you to forget. Okay?
You don't have to. I get it.
Okay, so she's at her job, and then this mystery man shows up, and he's like, he looks kind of like a frog.
I was going to say, he looks like a frog, but he also looks like Don Rickles, maybe?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yep, that is. He looks like young Don Rickles.
Yeah.
And by young, I mean 40s,
Older.
50s.
Did you feel like he was 50?
Oh, wait. Yeah.
The guy,
Yeah.
not Don
Maybe like
Rickles.
60s.
Maybe 60s.
Look, he looks
Okay.
a young Don Rickles.
I don't have a
Like
handle on...
is it the bald guy I'm looking at?
Yes.
Bill
yes.
Bill Dow.
Yes, sure.
He plays Charlie.
He plays
Charles.
Charlie.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so he is like, hello, are you taking on any more clients?
Like
And-
2 days before Christmas.
Yes.
No.
And Miranda's like, no.
I'm actually
No, dude.
already on vacation.
I'm getting married.
And she's cutely holding a little notebook that says,
Yeah.
like, marriage
She's-
notebook or
It
something.
says,
Marriage notebook.
It says, my wedding day. And it's a
It has a
picture of
picture.
Ian and her together on the cover.
And that's a little teaser because it's like, now we remember Ian's a babe.
Ian's a babe.
He's
forgot.
He's a total babe.
He's a babe.
Yeah.
But I will say, maybe all this Hallmark money is going to his head. He's eating good. He's like drinking good. He's like put on some LPs.
I read on Wikipedia
Not to fat shame.
he's got a couple kids.
Oh,
So
okay.
he might also be stressed
Maybe he's
at home.
Yeah, stress weight and the
Mm-hmm.
children. He can't get to the gym as much.
Yeah.
He's still hot.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Very
But
charismatic.
he's totally got a dad bod.
Yeah. So it makes sense.
Oh, okay. So
If-
But he's acting like, I'm 27 and I'm ready to get married. Wrong.
Yes.
He's in his mid-30s,
If
raising a
this
couple
was
kids.
no, he's in the new
parenting-
Predator movie.
Really?
Yeah. Just saying.
Okay.
Anyway.
If this was parenting
I'm so
Father
proud of
Christmas, then the dad bod would make sense. But he's marrying Father Christmas, so he should be in the best shape of his life.
I don't even know
Mm-hmm.
if we'll get to a parenting Father Christmas because Miranda is so worky. Work.
Right.
She's
never
like a
gonna
child
have time
herself.
to have kids.
I don't
No.
think she's
I
ready.
mean, what a crazy idea for a movie.
There we go. We're gonna write it next year, Hallmark. Get ready. Okay.
Yeah, we should send one in.
So-
our own script.
We're back in Carlton Heath. You remember that town, Drew?
Carlton Heath.
Yes. And Ian is literally waiting on the front doorstep and being adorable. And like Miranda drives up and she's like, "What are you doing here?"
Like, what else does he have to do besides wait for his fiance to come to
like-
town for their wedding, the
Yeah.
week of their wedding?
I've been waiting for you on this doorstep, he says, for like 2 days.
Probably because she doesn't seem good at managing her own calendar.
Right? And she like laughs. She's like, haha, what a funny joke. And he's like, not
What
joking.
else would I be doing here?
Not a joke. I don't do anything. And like Ian as a character, let's remember, he was like the repairman when she met him for the theater because her mom died in the theater, and then Wendie Malick had a theater, right?
yeah,
and
yeah.
so
You
she went to the
remember.
town and
Yep.
she found him at the theater and they fell in love. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But now he doesn't really have anything to do because there's no story for him to do in
Yeah,
this.
it's kind of weird.
So the whole movie, he's writing his vows and failing,
And their parents, in the time that, like, since we last saw them, his parents, who are inn owners in the town, they've been planning their wedding for them because they're
She
long
doesn't really have a
distance. She's
family.
far away. She doesn't have a family. And then he, I don't know, doesn't have that many responsibilities, but he seems to have offloaded that to his parents.
Right.
So she's been like since the last one.
Yeah.
She's been working
Boston.
In Boston.
Boston.
Long distance.
Because she's not giving up her job for no man.
No.
Well, I mean, good for her.
And somebody's got to make money. He's not
I
making
wonder
money
why
sitting
he
on the
doesn't
doorstep.
relocate. Like, he
No.
needs to try things.
Yes, he does. He's doing nothing.
So he's chopping wood and trying to write his vows. And we were like, this is going to be his thing the whole movie, and it's going to.
What was
I'm
he?
sorry,
Was a
annoy
carpenter or
us.
something,
Yes.
wasn't he? Like
Yeah.
Jesus.
Right, yeah. So Wendie Malick appears in her necklace.
I counted how many outfits she wears.
Oh, let's see.
9.
9.
10.
All of them
Counting Christmas Day and
are
the wedding. 11, counting the wedding.
It is the thing that women of a certain age do where they cover up their necks.
Chunky necklace, honey.
Yeah, you got a big necklace on,
It
you
was
got a
massive.
turtleneck, you got your collar
High
popped,
collar, every blazer.
everything.
She's a scarf.
I'm like,
I can't.
I mean, she's years away from Dream On. you know?
she's fine. I'm
Remember
like,
Dream On?
Her neck.
Anyway.
She's so thin.
Her neck is so like pretty.
fine,
like
yeah.
just leave it. It's fine. She must be
beautiful
paranoid
woman.
about her neck.
Yeah.
I do think she costumes herself.
Yeah.
She
She's
brings
like-
her people.
Yeah,
and she's like,
no.
I'll be changing more than everyone. Because Krakow wears the same
She does.
thing every scene.
Yeah.
Different
Thank
coat.
you for pronouncing it correctly.
I'm sorry. It's Krakow.
Krakow.
I can't remember.
I know it was like they said just like
Yes.
it's like no, it's not cuckoo.
So Wendie Malick keeps adding people to the guest list. She's like being like a very like bride momzilla type of thing. And she's like, oh, I have another person. Can we add them? Oh, can you change the wedding venue? I know it's only a week away, but whatever.
Which,
like,
as you know, that stuff is crazy different. You're not supposed to add to the guest list after.
Let me ask you guys this: Are they planning for the wedding to be on Christmas Day?
Yes, honey. Didn't you know?
Drew, when else would it be, girl?
Okay. They say the word Christmas so many times. And I think they say Christmas and Tommy the most in this movie.
We were going to count Christmases, but
we got tired.
We just couldn't do it.
But the biggest thing is like I think I have a quote in here from her that I wrote down. Like, she's like, of course I'll get married on Christmas. Like, it's...
What a bad idea.
When else would you get married?
Bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Wendie Malick is being a little pushy with this type of stuff. And
That's
like,
weird.
Since she is the step...
She's like an illegitimate child almost.
Right. So it's kind of awkward for Miranda because she's like...
Last year, nobody knew she was related to the family. This year...
Everyone knows, and she wants everyone to come. Wendie Malick wants everyone to come. So
like the wife, the matriarch of the family that her father, like her father, her father got with her mom and had her while they were breaking up. But so now her, what would be like stepmother kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like everybody else is dead and it's just Wendie Malick.
And she's like, all right, here's all my opinions. And I'm just going to throw this on you. And and she also, Miranda doesn't want to be like, oh, you're overstepping. Oh, like.
She's really scared.
She's a people pleaser.
Most of the movie, she will not say what she thinks.
Yes. So, Miranda interprets this whole like intrusion. She's like, she just wants everyone to know her
that
now.
I'm
like, she's like
James's daughter.
Yeah, and that is like the nicest interpretation of that.
Right. We all took it as pushy. And, like, maybe all about Wendie. Like, she wants to have her people there and, like, get attention. But, like, of course, Miranda takes it to the, like,
she's
best
like
intentions.
A really nice character. Like,
so interesting.
In Hallmark movies, like, they do, like, write people to be, like, happy or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, the way she can spin things into a positive way is, like, truly a gift.
Yeah. Okay, and we did find out in the course of watching this that the actress... Erin
Krakow
went to Juilliard. And I know we giggled at the moment, but now, looking back, I'm like, she provided a layer. The niceness was believable.
It was.
I don't think it would always be believable.
No, if it was like...
Because it's so nice.
If it was like Leanne Rimes, it wouldn't play.
It wouldn't work.
But she went to Juilliard.
I think she's got
Erin
it.
Krakow.
Yeah.
And she studied and she made it believable.
She knows how to.
She worked that script.
She got them chops. She got them acting chops.
I think she might. Even though
we were making fun of her last night.
We were teasing. But this is.
We didn't go to Juilliard, okay?
We didn't go to Juilliard, and we also didn't get this script. And,
I couldn't make this script work.
I'm tearing up like at this script. Okay.
Yeah, give me some of these lines and just watch how I would butcher them.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That would be fun to do a segment of us trying to read these scripts.
Yes. Okay. Yes, that's what we should do.
Yeah.
So,
write it down.
Walking around Carlson Heath, Miranda runs into her half-brother, Peter, okay? So she's like shopping or something, and Peter is there, the half-brother.
Okay.
And he is talking to the mystery man from the beginning of the movie.
So the guy that showed up at her work has showed up in her obscure small town where she Christmases.
And Miranda, what I love about her is she doesn't like let a sleeping dog lie. Okay, she just like marches right over to Peter and she's like, "Hey,
who are you talking to?
Who are you talking to? Who was that man?"
And they hadn't even seen each other since she returned to town.
He's like, "Welcome back to town. Are you excited for your wedding?" She's like, We're not talking about that.
No.
Tell me about the man.
Saw you outside with a guy. Who is he?
Yeah. So he's like, he's a mystery man. He's donating.
And he was talking to who?
Her half brother, who's
Ed Rickles.
Oh, okay.
Or Don Rickles.
Don Rickles was talking to her half brother, who's like basically
the
runs the theater in the town and like
Yes.
all of the money that this family somehow has for doing like a seasonal Christmas show.
Right. Yeah, they're very rich.
They make me jealous, quite frankly.
Right?
Because they can have these
yes.
They can have these dramas because their whole life is just fantasy.
Exactly. When you're rich, you just like, whatever, I'm going to make drama.
That's the Bill Dow guy. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so the mystery man is donating to the theater. And
for no good reason.
He's staying in town at Ian's mother's inn.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So,
which is where the wedding... Oh, no, not where the wedding's going to be.
No.
But they're planning the wedding.
They're planning the wedding. But Miranda goes to the inn and she's like...
She just looks for him. She's just like, where's that guy? There he is having tea.
She's like, hi. Remember me from my job that you came and ask me weird questions and we're pretending that you didn't know me, but something's up. What's up? And he's like, okay, I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want to upset you, but I'm your uncle.
Which Sarah's mother called. Like the second we saw him, gonna be a lost relative, gonna be our uncle.
Yeah.
And then as we got closer to the confrontation, she's like, uncle. Like
I would have said
correct.
Santa.
Right.
We thought I had another theory. I don't remember
It's
what
Santa
it was.
Claus. It's actually Santa Claus.
It wasn't Santa. It was her uncle. And she's like, how do I know this is real? Like my
Because
mom
her
never
mom
mentioned
said,
this.
Her mom said I don't have siblings.
Yeah.
Like I'm my own. Like my parents
okay.
are gone and I have no siblings. That's how she raised her.
So she's like, get out of here, you liar. And then she goes on the internet.
Oh.
Her Google searches
And
were public
Googles
for
him.
us.
She Googles him. And she like legitimately Googles him. So Google must be getting some ad money from that.
Because we see the Google page.
Oh,
It was
you
a
see
Google
Google.
page.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Usually it's like glaggle,
Usually it's
but-
like a shot of
yeah.
her face. And
but with
like,
the colors.
yeah, but nothing comes up. No hits on whatever his name is.
Because I think he presented his name as like Charlie. And then later we come to find out that his given name is like James Charles.
Right.
But he goes by Charlie. So she's Googling Charlie and his last name.
Okay.
He also drops the bomb on her that her mother's last name, like her last name, is her mom's middle name.
Yeah.
Because he's like, that's another reason why you would never have found your family. Like,
Right.
she went by her middle name.
And the uncle found her from the guy who was stalking her the last
time
movie
for her.
and
There was
putting
an
out all the
expose.
articles.
So
about her.
wait, she had a.
She had a
don't
stalker
remember.
the last movie.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
This movie was not as mysterious as last time.
No. The uncle was the most mysterious.
Yeah.
So Wendie Malick has an old actor friend in town, and he's like, "Hey, I know we're friends, and I was friends with your husband, and blah blah blah," and like they're like kind of flirting, and his name's Tommy.
And it makes everybody giggle and blush.
Yeah.
We do wish he was more attractive, but we...
Yeah, he's kind of like an older man. Like I was saying, he should be like Tom Selleck type of thing going on.
First you said he should be Burt
Reynolds, but everyone's like, Burt Reynolds is dead, you idiot.
But you're right. He could have filmed it because of when he died. He could have filmed this.
He could have done it. He could have done it.
Oh no, they filmed this like a month ago.
Right. Sure.
Okay, so never mind.
All right. Well, Burt Reynolds type. Okay.
Okay.
Look for Tommy or Thomas.
Thomas Reed,
Yeah, he's just
like whitest hair ever.
Barry
I
Flatman. Yeah.
I don't know.
Not
Barry Bostwick
enticing.
would have been a good
Like
one.
Wendie Malick is an attractive actress. Like even now, like
Yeah.
she could have had a more interesting love interest.
Suit her, yeah.
Yeah.
well.
So then we get a little like this would be like the equivalent of a Lifetime movie sex scene. Ian and Miranda like dance to Winter Wonderland, like very sexy,
Yes.
and they kiss.
And I don't know if it was us, but like I did feel like that was very like steamy. Like we were all reacting a lot, but like in the last movie, I think they pecked once at the end, and I
agree.
was shocked.
So there's some dirties.
They
like-
were
They got
like
some dirty
kissing.
Yeah,
jams.
and she's the whole time that she's there, leading up to their wedding, she's staying at her brother and sister-in-law's house in a like bedroom on her
Right.
own.
They're not staying in
She's
the
not
same
staying with
bedroom.
her boo that she's long distance with and about to be married to.
Yeah, they're waiting till marriage.
Of course.
Okay.
But
They're
Sarah's mom did
better.
imply that
You better.
she helped me along with it.
yes.
maybe
so
there's
we get a wedding dress fitting scene next, and it's not like Sex and the City wedding dress.
Where we
Drew,
get
I
to
know
see,
that
like,
reference like doesn't
A bunch
come
of
to you.
dresses.
Yeah, we'd want to.
Well, it's a week until their marriage.
Yes, but
It was just a fitting.
It's also a romantic comedy, so
They could have
you
done a
wanna
montage.
you want to see a montage of the dresses. You want to see.
I want to
like,
see an ugly dress. I want to see a
Not-
Carrie dress. I want to see.
Not
Yes.
a week out.
Don't,
But you're
you
practical,
doesn't
Drew.
matter.
You get,
Drew.
you get your fucking dress, right? You get your dress like
When
Look,
we go to the bridal store
like
in
Natalie.
a movie,
It's a wedding movie. I want dresses.
That's true. Okay.
I didn't see a single dress at the store.
No.
They had tea at the store also. No champagne.
No champagne. Get out of here, Hallmark. That's
I assume it was 8 a.m. when they went to the
Sure.
dress.
Yes. Maybe it's too early for champagne. Never for me. I drink champagne
It
on
was also a
Christmas
little
morning. Okay.
sad.
I'll drink champagne anytime.
I don't think it was sad. Never mind. I was going to say something rude.
Okay. Don't be rude. Don't be rude.
But I just
'Cause
want
I
to make
love
sure.
Miranda.
I want to make sure she's trying on dresses.
It's a fitting.
It's a fitting.
Okay.
It's a fitting.
She already has the dress?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's already picked out. It's her final fitting. That's
great.
how they present it to us. But it's in the spot where you usually see the montage.
It's a Natalie and Patrick want for the movie.
I hear you. I hear you.
So we don't see the dress, of course. They shoot it in a way.
all their faces.
Yeah, they shoot it in a way where we see the Ian's mom and Wendie Malick, and they're like, "You look beautiful, honey," and
it's perfect.
It's perfect, and we're like, "Just show us the damn dress."
And they won't show us.
No, they won't.
No.
But we're also getting some insight into some
wouldn't show
tension between Wendie Malick and Ian's mom because Wendie Malick has all these opinions about the wedding, but Ian's mom's like fronting the bill for the wedding, and Wendie Malick is the richer mom. So she should probably be paying for the wedding.
Right. But she's like, every scene that we see her, she's like, we could switch it to my house, my estate, where I have galas and things, and we can have a tent and whatever. But it's up to you. And so she hasn't even like broached it with her will-be mother-in-law yet.
Yeah.
And then in front of her, she's like, what's up? Like, you don't want to do it at my place? And so she just freezes up because she can't stand up to them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So next, we get...
so annoying.
A basket montage.
Patrick, I wrote down what you said.
Basket?
Patrick said, this is the best montage I've ever seen.
You
and
have
I
to
was
explain.
drinking wine, so I wrote scene like SCENE.
So here's the deal.
A basket montage. Okay.
For some reason,
I don't know what that
while
is.
all the wedding things are happening, Ian makes Christmas baskets to thank everyone in the town who's helped them with the wedding, like the florist and the priest and the whatever.
Whoever.
And they have like 6 baskets, and he has them in the back of his car.
truck.
Yeah, and he's like, "Hey, Miranda, hop in. We have to go deliver these baskets."
And she gets more excited than we've
Right.
ever
She's
seen.
like, "Oh my God, baskets!" And then it's like, ding, 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 ding. And
they're just giving more baskets out than were in that car.
and you see her just walking
Maybe there was
up.
some in the back of the truck.
Right. You see her walking up, and you see, like, she doesn't say it, but her mouth says, "Here's your basket."
It's like the barber shop.
Yes, they go to the barber shop. They go all over
And it
town.
really just looks like it does look like a barber shop they just walked in.
Right. And they're like, "What are you filming us for?"
Yeah, it feels a lot like that.
It was great. It was just so funny and not Christmas related at all.
No.
I will say one year, like this is a personal Natalie thing, but like one year, my mom around the holidays, I must have been 13, she woke up one day during the Christmas season and she made a bunch of Christmas loaves, like an iced like lemon loaf or something like that.
Sure, yeah.
Tied them in a little bow, put a little Christmas greeting on them, and told my little sister and I, like, take them to the neighbors. It was not prompted by anything. It wasn't a tradition. And my little sister and I, in a kind of embarrassing way, had to go with our wagon to the neighbors.
Terrible.
I mean, but that's what it reminded me
Right.
of.
Hell yeah.
But I didn't have the response she had. I was like, okay, we'll do it. What if they want something? People nowadays are not
Right.
attuned
No,
to having
you would-
something
I-
food
if
dropped
if
off.
I have 2 little girls show up to my house with like
Lemon
loaves,
loaf.
And our faces are like,
I'm like, okay.
and some people were like,
I'm calling
immediately
the
in
police.
the trash,
I'm
yeah.
calling the police.
yeah,
this is
and
going
they're
in the
also
trash.
like some of them lived close enough that we could be like, we live there with, what.
Right.
But that's what it reminded me of. I'm like, they don't know you,
Well,
and you're just bringing this.
Natalie, you weren't raised by no parent, so you don't appreciate a good
That's
basket
true.
montage, okay?
That's true. You said it was the best thing.
It was the best thing I've
montage.
ever seen. So the mystery man now sends Miranda a packet of photos of her mother just to prove that she
Because
is
he
her
left town
sister.
because she banished him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's banished, and and she's like, "Oh, great! These are so I've never seen these pictures before." Thing to note: he's in none of the pictures.
Yeah, so she's still skeptical because she's like,
So it's just like pictures. Everyone's like, "What are you doing?
It's
Taking
her
pictures
mama-
of my ma?"
yeah, like every stage of her life too.
Yes.
The one picture, she's clearly a young adult, and she's like, she must have been 14 in this, and I was like, oh, you're so confused.
I know. And at this point, Natalie was like, "We need a like prequel with the mother's life."
Oh yeah, because the mother was an actor, like, and he
Right.
keeps talking about this steamy production of what was it? No, The Tempest.
Yes.
That her mother was in, which is why she's
A
yes.
steamy,
Well,
a steamy performance of
everybody
The Tempest.
talks about how like freaking hot and evocative it was, and like
Yes, The
and her name is
Tempest.
Miranda.
Do they know
obviously.
what The Tempest is about?
Look, Drew. We don't
No,
know.
they just want us to know they know Shakespeare. That's
Yes,
all.
That's it. So
Just pick a random Shakespeare.
But who
and
did
just
they
call
say
it
James
steamy.
played? I don't remember. I don't remember who anybody played in it.
Oh no, I don't.
But
know.
they're always like, when I saw your mother in the Tempest, and you're like, what could she have been?
right. I don't know.
Nope.
Look, so she's like, she gets James.
she was one of the pirates.
She gets Charles's full name now. So Charles Finley, whatever.
It's like James
And,
Charles Finley.
So she Googles his full name and his address, and she finds him, and it checks out. He's really the uncle.
Yeah.
So there's a Christmas tree lighting, of course, and Wendie Malick is
Underwhelming. Everybody in the room agreed.
the most underwhelming Christmas tree lighting ever.
It goes from like no lights to a little bit of light.
To
And
some
they're
lights.
red and green.
And it's a tall tree.
Do white with red bulbs.
And do better.
Do green with blue ribbon.
They could shoot
Wait,
the
so
same
is this-
tree
is this-
lighting for every movie.
Hold on. So it's just a.
Town.
Were you guys were disappointed?
Oh,
in the
they
tree
loved
lighting?
it.
Everyone in the movie hated it. They threw
Oh, okay.
apples. No, they liked it.
Okay.
They liked it.
So it was underwhelming to
the audience.
To the audience.
Yes.
Okay. Not
And-
the audience in the movie.
No.
Everyone's
Maybe
like,
it's because we live in Chicago. I don't
amazing.
know.
Hey, I just think green and red lights on a Christmas tree is trash garbage. and
Let's
if you
go
do
loud.
if you do that, get out of the decorating business.
To quote Jennifer Lopez, let's get loud.
Let's get loud.
That's what we
Let's
want.
get loud. Anyways,
You got to get loud with your Christmas tree.
so
Please.
Wendie Malick before we leave the Christmas tree lighting, let's remember that
Mm-hmm.
Miranda and Ian are Mr. and Mrs. Claus.
She's so interesting.
okay.
This is why I really think she's a good actor
they're
because
playing Mr. and missus Claus?
Yeah, and they're
Okay.
like, ho, 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 we're here for the Christmas tree lighting. And
she's so like trepid. You
Yeah.
know, like it's so
totally
sweet.
different physicality.
Yeah, she's like, I'm just playing a part, like whatever. I'm like, she's a good actor.
She's good.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Erin Krakow was
There's
good.
layers here,
Erin
honey.
Krakow.
I'm liking
So
it.
Wendie Malick has an after party because she's rich as hell, and she invites everyone over, including Tommy, her sexy man.
Mm-hmm.
And Peter tells Miranda that the brother donated to the theater, and Miranda now wants to invite him to the wedding. So she tells Ian, and Ian's like, "What? What are you talking about?"
You know, he's kind of rude about it, and I think I turned on Ian for a little bit.
Right. This is where like the tension comes for their relationship.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, "Why would you invite him? Like, you don't even know him. He could be lying and blah blah blah." And she's like, "He's my only family that I have, and you have a whole family. So like, you know, like, just let me have this."
The thing about Ian though is he does get hip to it quick.
Yeah, always.
And then he like defends her. Like he goes through his own thing as quick as possible, and then he's like, "Hey, she doesn't really have a family, so of course she's acting a little weird." Moving on. Like
Yes. So Miranda calls her maybe uncle, and
I said, Ian nails it again at some point.
I think he did a thing where he was trying to get his vows together.
Oh God.
Because he's still trying to get his vows together, and he's pulling little things from everyone's conversation, Drew. So it's like if you and I were talking and you said a cliche thing to me, like love is love is love. And I'd be like, love is love is love. I'm going to write that down.
His dad said,
That's what I would say.
A promise-
Well, you know, love is love is love. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you
"A
always say
promise
that.
from
Right,
the
yeah.
heart." Wait,
As I
what
always
is
say.
it? A promise.
A promise
from
from the heart is like a cloud
to
in
someone
the
that you
rain.
love. That's what a
Oh,
vow
okay.
is. His dad defines it for him because he's like, maybe this will help if you know what a vow actually is.
I mean,
So-
it would help, yeah.
Miranda invites her uncle, and turns out he's a pastor. And luckily for her, he's on holiday break.
Great.
Which we were all confused by.
A pastor does not take a holiday break at Christmas time.
He was just free.
I mean, I would if I was a pastor.
True.
I'd
But
be
then
I
he
don't
wouldn't
wanna-
let
I
you
don't
keep
deal with
your
this.
I know
job.
your universal life church thing, but no, that does not count. So
Seemed, that he was of the Christian faith. And
Look,
Right.
the Universal Life Church
That's
is
a busy
totally
time of
cool
year.
with it. Totally cool with it.
So Wendie Malick is again being very pushy, but Miranda finally puts her foot down. She's like, "I want what I want."
The cottage. She's getting married at the cottage.
Like, it means a lot to me. It's my wedding, and
Okay.
like
We
I'm
planned
happy
it.
that you have your thoughts, but let's just do my thing. And Wendie Malick is like, "I'm sorry, like I should have known, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've been more focused on Tommy."
And everyone's like,
And,
ding,
like,
ding, ding.
Yeah, and she's like,
You got
I
a
should be
crush?
focused on my family, but, maybe I'll just, like, brush off Tommy because I shouldn't be trying to, like, Mac Daddy on him. I should be focusing on
Which is
this wedding.
crazy.
So
like,
she changed her ways?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wrote Wendie apologizes always because she
Cool.
just like
She didn't need to apologize.
she didn't need to apologize. There's times where she should have, but like later she's like opening with an apology and you're like, this is exhausting. You're about to apologize so you can ask for more invites to the wedding. But with the relationship, she should not have asked for forgiveness.
It's not anyone's business.
She's just exploring and who cares?
Yes.
What do we care? She's been single forever.
Exactly.
And she's good looking.
I know.
Are we kidding? It's so silly.
Let her have a love life.
They like really.
Let her have it.
Yeah, but Hallmark doesn't like people moving on from their deceased
Good
lovers.
point. Very good point.
They want you to be celibate and sad forever.
Really?
And you know what?
Yeah, I guess so, right?
She's
You know
got
what?
his picture everywhere.
That's
like,
not okay.
It's not okay.
No.
Because she is
Wrong
in
message.
like
Bad
what
message.
is it called?
It's a bad
She's in like a
message.
very prime moment of her life.
She's in her sexual prime.
Yeah.
That's what they say about ladies in their whatevers.
Get it in their whatever years.
Whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
In
I'm
all
not
of-
a
in all of
scientist.
them?
I'm not a scientist, and I don't date women. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
so,
just think, I think we nailed it with what we said.
Right.
So I think we're good on the Wendy.
right. Scientists, figure it out.
Figure it out,
please.
scientists. Come on.
So Uncle Charles is back, and he tells Miranda that he explains what happened with the
riff.
mom.
Yeah.
So it turns out that he was very pious in his younger priesty
When he was
days.
learning how to do his
and
craft.
he could not
Well, he's a
handle
pastor, not a priest, though. Right?
pastor.
Yeah, we don't
Okay.
know. They answered the phone in his church, but I don't remember.
It's not a Catholic church.
No,
Pastor,
but it is
pastor.
Christian, but not Catholic.
Right.
Yeah, not a priest. And he says like I like this that he was like, back then I was very close-minded and not open and like
Black or white, everything's black and white.
Yeah, I should have.
I actually loved his little speech.
Me too.
I love their talk.
Because it is so true. Like when you're younger, you're like, I fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
I know. But then as you get older, you're like, well, who am I? Who
right.
am I?
You get
fucking relax.
The older you get, the less you know.
Yes, it's true.
And the less it matters, it's like whatever.
Because the mom was having an affair with a married man who was getting a divorce or whatever, and then had this.
Because they won't even say that it was like a.
They won't. They'll say they were getting a divorce.
They were like, they weren't finalizing their divorce yet.
Oh, okay.
Why was it such a big deal?
But Uncle Charles did not know that Miranda was born because he wasn't answering the phone from the mom who kept calling and calling and calling and
Because
tried
he was
to
mad she
connect.
was dating a married man.
Okay.
And he
Sure.
told her, he was like, I can't support you. You're a homewrecker.
And Miranda's like,
Gotcha.
I mean, come on. And he's like, no, I didn't answer the phone. Like he takes all the blame
yes.
for the
And
following
she
out.
invites him to the wedding, but he's like, no, I can't go. But luckily, there's a storm that makes everyone stay in the town.
Why is he there then?
Well, right.
What is he?
I don't know.
She invited him back.
She invited him back. Whatever.
What is he doing?
It doesn't matter.
But he's
because
from
there's a storm.
California. And
Yeah.
where's Carlton Heath?
Who knows?
We don't know,
We don't-
actually.
Somewhere near Boston.
So, yeah, he was never going to make it back.
No. So now it's finally time for the wedding. Okay, we're at the wedding. It's wedding time.
Okay.
And
Should we even comment on the
On
kids?
Christmas Day.
no.
It's the same kids from last movie. They were bad before.
They're bad
They're
again.
even worse again.
Yeah.
They're bad again, but now they have braces. So
Correct.
So
I've never been more excited for a wedding in my life,
It's really yeah.
and I've been waiting the whole movie for the wedding.
uh-huh.
And I'm gonna say the wedding was kind of a letdown.
Super underwhelming.
Yeah.
Kind of a letdown.
Her dress was no good.
The flower girl didn't throw flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Wendie Malick. Oh, this was nice. Wendie Malick
I really
walked
like that.
Miranda down the aisle
Oh, nice.
because she
Okay.
has no parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
and she
It was really a good girl power moment.
Yeah,
I really
and-
liked that.
Miranda asked Wendie Malick like last minute. She's like, I know this is a big thing to ask, but it would really like mean a lot to me if you could walk me down the aisle. And I was like, oh,
Yeah, I teared up.
yes.
And Wendie Malick also walked her down the aisle like, I've done this 500 times.
And she looked better than the bride, which is a sin.
did.
It's a sin of a wedding.
now
Don't
that
look
makes
better than the bride.
that
but
makes
she
me
did.
kind of think about this like tradition of a man walking a woman down the aisle because I'm always like, what do those traditions matter? And I'm like, whoa, if she's like looks like Wendie Malick, maybe you shouldn't do that.
Maybe you should like.
Yeah, that's why you're like, it's my day. Don't walk me down the aisle, Wendie Malick.
You too
I
hot,
really
girl.
thought Krakow
You too
was going to
hot.
have like a modern wedding
Oh, you mean
dress.
Krakow?
So did I. So she had like
Krakow.
We're gonna explain the dress to you, Drew, and you're not gonna care, but maybe
Okay.
the viewers would care or the listeners.
No,
I
I'll
think the
care.
back was probably nice, but we never got
We
the
didn't
shot
see
of
the
the
back.
I'll care.
It was.
I think it was all about the back.
It was
to be honest.
strapless, right?
Was it? I thought it was like
Or is it
scoop back, but like this kind of.
right? So explain it because they can't see what you're doing.
Oh no, I don't know the cuts or what they're called, but it was like almost like trumpet.
Was it around the neck? So it goes
It
around
looked like it had
the
a
neck
scoop
and goes
back
down
and a
tall
to
top,
a little
right?
cleavage, like
Was there a
not too
little
much cleavage.
Okay, it's still pretty modest.
And almost like
Satin.
silver, like satin.
Yeah, shiny,
But
trumpet shape.
I was hoping for like lace sleeves.
Me too.
And like
because it's winter.
yes, it's a winter wedding.
It
so you
did
can be
have the
more covered
belt,
up.
the jewel belt, which I love. That's like a trend right now, and I love that.
Oh, cool.
But they barely showed it because her flowers are in the way.
Right.
Everything's in the way the whole time.
It wasn't shot well. The wedding was not.
And we never see her back, which
No.
I'm sure, knowing those
There was
dresses.
a train or like something pretty, but yeah. Drew is just
Drew-
I don't
No,
care.
well, you guys are both saying things, and I'm like, huh? What?
In the
I don't-
store,
you're
they
both
acted like
saying
it was
the
a
same
freaking
thing.
like.
Amazing dress, and then it was so underwhelming.
Oh,
So
so
underwhelming.
it was just like, oh my god, that is perfect.
It's like
then it was
when
bad.
It was
when
boring.
Kate Middleton got married, it was like, oh my god, that dress is amazing. When
Why don't they just always use a Kate Middleton knockoff for these movies?
Kate Middleton wedding dress is probably my favorite wedding dress
it's
I've
a
ever
really
seen.
good wedding dress.
Because it was so unexpected and not of the time. It was very
That's what
classic.
it's all about.
Yeah, yeah.
This actually looked like a Meghan Markle dress.
Yeah.
TBH.
Yes,
like,
Meghan Markle's wedding dress was fine, but I mean, it was totally what I thought she would wear.
I kind of think Meghan Markle also is like a super babe.
Yes.
So they have to be careful.
Right, they don't
Like
want her
they
to be
could
too
overdo
sexy.
it, right? Okay.
Wedding dresses are tough.
So
Drew.
Krakow
It's a
might
big
have
thing.
the
No,
same
I know.
problem.
I get it. I get it.
Krakow's too hot.
She might have
and
the same
she
problem.
needed to like.
we
tone
don't
it
know
down.
because she's always in like a coat
Sweaters,
and black
yeah.
pants. Yeah. But it's possible.
I mean, she is like her.
she's attractive.
Her like
And
you
she's
know
in shape.
headshots and stuff.
Yeah.
and like
She's a babe. Yeah.
she's very.
Smoky,
they're
smoke
probably-
shows.
She's smoke zones.
They probably
Yeah.
were like downplaying her
I
like
think they had
hotness.
to.
Yeah,
because
you're right.
she's like she's got them like curvies and like in exactly the ways that you would want, and you don't want you don't want to make it too fucking sexy.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Ian, though, looks great.
Ian
He's got the
cleans
three-piece.
up nice because I was like hating on him the
he
whole
just
time.
has a, you tux.
But Drew,
You put a tux
no.
on.
When you put a tux on and you're a man,
Yeah.
it makes a big difference.
Oh,
He
it is.
looked schlubby the whole movie, and
Whole
then he
movie.
was in a tux. I was like,
But I'm saying it's not hard. A tux is not like
I see.
a tux
Like it
is
can
a
make
tux.
anybody look good.
A tux
kinda
will
thing.
make any dude look
so
great.
the vows happen, and Ian gives an amazing speech, intercut with clips from the previous movies. So he's like saying like,
I think that's what made me emotional. I was like, oh.
And you really do see the actors like. I mean, it's been 3-4 years since
Yeah,
they
they
started
love each
filming,
other.
and like it's just like nice to see them like.
it all just comes down to
It
the
did,
marriage.
it
yeah.
did, and it
That's
was
fun.
super sweet. And
he
then they
cries in his vows. He
he-
gave really good vows.
He was really like crying, like the actor.
He's, like,
Which he's like a dramatic
married.
actor because you said he's going to be in this movie.
And he's going to be in a Lifetime movie later, so it'll be interesting to see how he does in like not a trilogy, but his like crying, like when she was walking down the aisle and
it
he was
really
crying.
real.
I mean, I've never seen anything like that. I mean, maybe Kermit in the Muppet Wedding, but you know,
He did really well.
Kermit did really good in the Muppet Wedding,
Yeah.
but this was like a close second to Kermit.
Super
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
So then they ride in a horse-drawn carriage, and
Yeah.
there's a sign that says
Oh,
"just
yeah.
married," and the annoying kids are like, "We made that sign,"
And they're like shocked that it ended up on the carriage. What did you think you were making it
I'm
for?
like, children in the movie, cut it.
They could have cut that. We
cut
could have
it.
got more minutes
Don't
of like
put-
a flashback. I would rather see a flashback to Miranda's mom and
Yes.
James like passionately doing plays.
Agreed.
When are we going to see that movie?
Next year.
I
Don't
need-
put children in a movie
They were
unless it's
pointless.
like Spielberg.
No, or
like
if it's
level.
a Christmas thing, make it Miracle on 34th Street when it's like the child is pivotal to the story.
Right, and then put
Make
a
sure they're
thing.
good, yeah.
Otherwise, don't have them talk. Just have them like move around.
No child is Natalie Wood. Speaking of a Natalie, that we love.
Well, maybe people thought it
Natalie
was
Wood.
Natalie Wood when they introduced me. And there's a
Right.
little pause.
Yeah, they're like, wait,
What?
Natalie Wood's on the podcast?
Could it be?
Back from the grave, Natalie Wood.
That'd be cool.
Oh, boy. Okay, so I
boy.
believe that wraps up our conversation about marrying Father Christmas.
We did tear up.
We did.
There's no, like,
so
we're serious that we like this.
We did. So on the podcast, we either pour it up or put a cork in it. Natalie, what are you going to do to
Pour
this
it
movie?
all the way up.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see more and more sequels and hopefully prequels.
Yes, yes.
I'll write a letter asking for prequels.
Yes, a handwritten letter. Hallmark loves those.
Aw.
Drew, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna I'll blind pour it up, but not not 100%.
You can't do that.
Well, but I'm pouring it up. But I mean, I have some qualms with what you've explained to me.
Okay.
But I'll pour it up because of how well you've described the acting in it, and the fact
We didn't even talk about the father-in-law. He's an excellent actor.
Oh,
great.
Oh, he was the best.
Superb.
He was the best.
After Erin Krakow and Niall Matter. They were good.
I'll put it like I'm gonna pour it up, but
Yay.
I have issue with like this has nothing to do with fucking Christmas at all. At all, other than that they
True.
are marrying
on Christmas. You're right. You're
And I
right.
think
and on Christmas Day, having a wedding on Christmas Day, you would be the biggest fucking asshole I've ever.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, it's
All
like,
these
hey,
people...
we're gonna have a Christmas wedding. You're
There's
like,
even a
on
scene
Christmas
where it's like,
Day.
it's like, open
You
your gifts. Okay,
fucking
get ready for the
idiots.
wedding. Bye. Like,
Bye.
No.
True.
No.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
But I'm just saying, like, that's stupid. That's a stupid thing. It's a stupid concept. But because of the acting, I'll pour it up. But just know that's the stupidest
that's
fucking
bad.
thing I've ever
Don't
heard
get
of.
married on Christmas if you know Drew.
All right.
Anyone listen?
Don't
Yeah, please
ever
don't.
do that. Or if you want, no, do it. I
just
won't
won't
be
come.
there
Right.
at all.
Okay.
Even a little bit.
I get it.
Wonderful.
My heart won't even go out to you
Oh,
during it.
no card.
Yeah, no
Even.
card.
Your heart's to Santa.
My heart is for Santa that day and Santa only.
Yes.
Actual Santa Claus and actual
I
magic.
am also going to pour it up, obviously, for this movie. Definitely loved Wendie Malick. Come back anytime, Wendie. You're the best actress
Anytime,
on Hallmark
Wendie.
that Hallmark
She's
could ever
really
get.
good.
And she's just good. And I believe they're doing a Just Shoot Me reboot.
Are they?
I think they are.
Are you kidding me?
It's like,
Can
you
we do
know,
a special
everyone's-
episode on it?
Right.
Is it like a?
Yeah, we'll have to start another podcast.
Just
Is it
Shoot Me
literally
was such
Just
a good
Shoot
show.
Me? Is it literally a new Just Shoot Me, or is it like a spin-off Netflix
You know,
version?
I
of it?
don't
Maybe like Will and
have
Grace? We gotta find
details,
out.
but I remember this happening. Maybe Google it while our next segment's happening,
Yeah.
which is happening right now.
No, no.
Get ready, everybody. What you say? Candace Cameron Bure. On my wedding day, catch the bouquet. Candace hates the gays. Candace Cameron Bure. Drinking rosé, eating creme brulee. Can't share with me. Candace Cameron Bure. Yeah. What you say? Candace Cameron Bure. All right. Yes. What you say, Candace Cameron Bure is happening right now.
God, that's.
Oh, Drew, you're so funny.
I love it. So
It's
much.
beautiful.
Yeah, you know, it's just a song that's happening. Okay, so what you say? I'm going to play an Instagram clip. We all know how this works. And we'll see how this goes because I don't remember these anymore. So we're just going to play it and then comment.
Candace's Car Chronicles. Happy Sunday. It was so cute. I just went to my local grocery store and Matt behind the service counter was like, I'm so glad you came here. I've been waiting for you for like a month. And I'm like, why? He said, because my wife and I love your mystery movies. And I said, oh, thank you. And he said, yeah, we have the latest one on our DVR. We haven't watched it yet, but if I even saw you walking by, I was going to yell, row, row, and see if you turn around. I was like, that's pretty good. No one's ever yelled that. I get Deej all the time.
Yep.
I get Deej all the time. I kind of love it.
Right?
I love it because I love DJ Tanner.
I love it because I'm gonna say this. I've changed my view on her.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
And
he
I
did.
This
think-
is juicy
I think
for
that-
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's a big deal.
I think it's So I've been saying it's a conspiracy.
Okay.
She's actually an atheist fucking marketing
For
genius.
sure. Yes, I've always felt that about her.
Guys, this is alleged. Candace, don't sue us. All alleged, not true, not proven.
It's a theory.
Right.
I think a very good theory.
I think it's a great theory.
I'm just saying that, Drew has his theory, and we do not stand behind that on the podcast.
The Lifetime on Cork podcast does not
incorporate, endorse all thoughts on this podcast.
I just think she's a genius.
Yeah.
I think she's actually like a genius that, like, I don't think she believes any of this shit.
I think there's this very fine line where she's like, well, yeah, I believe in goodness and caring and all these things.
Kindness.
And then there's this line where she's like, well, these are extreme people, and I'm not that extreme.
She's right exactly in the middle. She's perfectly in the middle.
And she's like, I'll just happily play on this
side. She's
like
right in the middle where the fucking show, that horrible show that's been on for a long time, The Big Bang Theory.
Oh
God.
Where
is this going?
I don't know why The Big Bang Theory is a thing, because I watched it and it's horrible. I don't have you watched it actually?
Way back.
No.
It's the worst show I've ever seen.
I didn't like it.
That is on. It's still on.
Yeah, it is.
So,
and I think that's
it has a prequel.
Here's the thing with her though, guys. At the time when she was on The View, the culture was in a very different place. So that was probably 5-6 years ago, maybe more. So her taking a very Republican stance now, or what is that called? Conservative. I don't want to say Republican because Republican and conservative are different.
Whatever, yeah.
So her going very conservative now means something different than what it did when she was on The View and was the conservative viewpoint.
Yes.
So I think she has to kind of backtrack on that a little bit.
I agree.
Because she doesn't want to be categorized with the extreme
Elizabeth
Nazi,
Hasselbeck.
She wants to go. She's going into the middle ground. And
I think she is going in the middle.
She's trying to backtrack.
And now's a good time to go to the middle, I think, for conservative people, because not to be political, but we all know what is trash right now,
right?
And a lot of conservatives are like, hey. That's not me.
We're not racist Nazis.
Yeah,
sorry.
It is a good
pulling their collar.
Right. I mean, yeah, you can have your Republican thoughts and about taxes or whatever the government.
But a lot of people are realizing,
it's different. It's
we gotta
different.
go.
Yeah,
we gotta go over here.
And she's putting herself in neutral ground. Problem.
It's very good.
Candace has never worn blackface in a Halloween costume, so I'm giving her a little credit there. She's
very good.
She's not Julianne Hough. She's not Megyn Kelly.
Right.
She knows.
We'll give her that.
She's
good point.
Candace, good job for not wearing blackface.
Candace, good job for not wearing blackface.
At a Halloween costume.
It's really all I could say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
to me, it's just hilarious because I watched so much Full House growing up. So I'm just I'm you're just playing a character. You're just a child.
It's true. But I never liked DJ Tanner. I watched Full House and
I hated Full House.
You're wrong.
Really?
You're wrong.
Always hated.
I'm a middle of three girls, so I was watching that every.
I'm like Stephanie Tanner all the way.
Can we do a whole thing about Stephanie's dance routines?
Yes, we
that's
should.
Something I really like.
Yeah, you should come back for the Stephanie Tanner one, but Tristan Tanner's doing that one.
How appropriate.
Yeah. And it was a controversy because we were signing up all the things, and Tristan's like, hello, where's my link? I'm like, oh girl, I forgot. So I sent her the link.
Your name is Tanner.
And she was like, everyone stole the movies I want, and I will cut them all for the movies. But then she conceded, and now she's doing the Stephanie Tanner one.
Which will be so good.
Oh, of course. What better guest could I have than an actual Tanner?
Another Tanner.
On a Tanner podcast.
But you're right. DJ was a buzzkill, so.
Yep. Always a buzzkill. So I believe that wraps up our conversation about marrying Father
Yay.
Christmas. We did it. Natalie, do you have anything you'd like to plug in this pluggy time?
I really don't.
That's fine. You don't have
to. This podcast.
Right.
Plug this podcast.
Great.
I think you guys should keep listening.
Keep listening. Rate and review us.
I keep listening to that Baddest Mothers, too. That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. They're fun.
Yeah, I mean, listen to all the other...
Universe Head
podcast.
Inferior Men, I listen to that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Inferior Men. Man. Right?
Yeah. Inferior Men. Baddest Mothers in the Room. Comic Book Queers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All the things.
All of them.
Drew, what about you?
You can always find me at Drew But With Pants on Instagram.
Wonderful.
It's a lot of just shit about my cat.
Well, great. You can find me at Patrick Miguel or the podcast at Lifetime Uncorked. Natalie, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you, listeners, for checking back in with Lifetime Uncorked. Don't forget to call us. Oh, wait. No, we watch this movie, so you don't have to. So call us at 82. Oh, my God. I'm messing this up. I can't. I'm done. I've had
Review
one.
it. 100
Look,
reviews.
we did things. 100 reviews for the holidays.
Let's go.
Apple
Let's
iPad,
go.
Apple Podcasts, blah, blah, blah. Okay, bye.
Bye.
I don't care.
Ah!